What's good, y'all? Resident Accurate Williams, aka the Future Planner. Now, in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you how you can make money using videos. Now, basically, a lot of people have been hitting me up, on a regular basis, asking me, how do I make money? Now, the way I started, the easiest way that I thought that you can make money is by using video, doing video marketing. So now I wanted to just show you like different results of how I actually make. I mean, I ain't gonna say how I make money, period. But what I'm gonna do is at the end of this video, you stick around, you'll see that I'm gonna make an offer, a real small offer, and showing you how you can easily make money with videos. So that's basically how I started off. So before I do that, I want to just show you like some different results that basically showing you that number one, yes, I am a real person. That's why I had my picture, or I got the webcam on. Then yes, I am a real person, because I've had some people that would hit me up on the phone or come to my Facebook page and actually would have me call them, and then they feel like, I guess because it's a lot of online scams or stuff like that on, basically nowadays they feel like that you're not a real person, so they want to call and make sure that you are real. Yes, I am a real person, and yes, I really do make money online. I'm just going to show you like a few results of how I made. So one of my favorite ones is JVZoo. um, I don't usually use this a whole lot, but this is how I started off before I got into a lot of other internet marketing. But basically, this is one of the best ways that you can make money online. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my account real quick, and you can use this formula that I'm going to show you with ClickBank and basically anything. ClickBank, whatever business opportunities that you're promoting, anything. So like right here, I got an $18.50 payout that's due to me, whenever that comes. I didn't even know that was there. But I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna show you how much I made all times. And a lot of times I really didn't put any forward effort into it. But it's easy money to be made. So here you can see I made basically like, out of 119 products, I've still got clicks going. It's got 3,000 clicks, 714 visitors, 19 sales, and that put me right at like $317.73. And I'm still making sales off of, it actually shows me a breakdown of what I basically, what I promoted and things like that. It shows me my conversion rate percentage and things like that. So basically what you can do is you can do the same exact thing that I'm going to show you for a very small price on how to do. So I mean, you can just basically use that same exact strategy, because I'm going to give you my exact formula of how you can take video marketing and make you an extra income here and there. I mean, it's a hit and miss at one point, but yet and still you can easily make $50 to $100 daily. The only thing is you have to basically promote as many videos as you can. So I'm gonna show you how to do all that once you go ahead and take action of this. And basically, it's going to be for a very, very, very small price. I'm not going to overcharge you on this. This is nothing. I mean, I could easily charge $97 to $100 on there, but I'm not going to charge you that. So you can do this with ClickBank. You can do this with JVZoo. I usually do JVZoo because that's basically like the top notch that I usually use. Now, a lot of people usually ask me, well, um, am I going to have to be on the camera? You can. I would recommend that you do it, but if you really don't have to, if you're camera shy, I'm going to also show you how you can do it without using the camera. I can show you how to use it, extract other people's videos, and still put it and promote your link. That's basically all you're going to be able to do. So, like I said, I would really prefer you do this with JVZoo or ClickBank, or I'm going to show you another one that I used to use as well, and I've done. And let me see, click sure. And this is basically what you can basically earn money in your sleep when you're promoting these products, because that's how I did it. I mean, usually when I do this stuff, I don't really go out and just I don't try to talk to my friends and family or none of that. What I do is I just promote this stuff in my sleep and then be that on that. So I don't really take the time out to go through all this, you know, all these things that everybody else usually do, try to go out and try to get business cards and stuff like that. I don't do that. What I do is just create a system, and then I promote the product, and then once I promote the product, I get paid for it once somebody sign up. That's all I do. So, like I said again, I don't really do this much like I used to. I do videos still, but I usually have other products that I usually promote. So, in these back offices, like I said, I'm just giving you something that most people have, a lot of people don't, people feel like the internet marketing is very hard. It's not. It's real easy. It's easy to make sales. So, like, for example, I was making $1, I was having dollar days. I was having, um, what, see all these dollars I was making at one point, and like I said, I was making these, like, look right here, 15. This was like October, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 2015. And basically what happened is every time somebody puts their email in, I got paid for it. As you see, I had $12 one day, $18, 18 here. All of that adds up. So as all of that is adding up, basically I was killing it with this. This is basically how I started having success. And it's real easy to do that. All you have to do is just find the product. And once you find the product, make a video promoting that product. Once you make that video promoting that product, or you extract the other person's video that's going to promote the product for you, all you have to do is just sit back and get paid. So create a PayPal account. Once you do that, you can easily get that straight to your PayPal. It's that simple. So what I want to do is, like I said, you can do it with ClickBank as well. I really didn't do ClickBank much, but like I said, I usually have other things. Like, I have other things going on, and basically if you come to my wall, you'll basically see what I have going on and what I'm promoting, for the time being. But what I wanted to do is I just want to take time out for people who feel like that internet marketing is not easy. Yes, it is easy. Yes, I make money every single day. Now, I do make money every day, but it might not be the big money. But I still meet my monthly gross. That's what's important. Sometimes you might have some days that you might not make a sale, but you might have some days also that you're going to make sales like crazy. You have your good days, you have your bad days. But with this system that I'm going to show you, all you're doing is uploading to places like YouTube, YouTube, and I'm gonna show you some other video places that you're gonna be able to upload to, like, basically, like, you got Daily Motion, you got IBO Tube, you got a lot of other places that you got Metacalf, you got places that you basically can upload for you. But I'm gonna also show you how you can get more and more views to your video on autopilot. So like I said, if you follow this system and you do it consistently, there's no reason why you shouldn't be successful. So what I want to do is I want to make an offer to you. All you have to do is just make sure you click that link below. Once you click that link below, it's going to take you to your PayPal, to the PayPal cost, and basically it is nothing, but it's not going to be the kind of cost that most people will. you know, I mean, I'm not gonna charge you a ridiculous price like $200, $100. I'm not gonna even charge you $97. I'm not gonna even charge you $59 or $49 or even $29. All I'm going to charge for this is $10. $10 right here as an investment basically can put way more than the money that you're looking for in your pocket. You can take $10 and turn it into $317 easily, or more than that. There are people that actually make more money on JVZoo or ClickSure or even ClickBank for that matter. If you follow this same exact system, I guarantee you can make more than that. Way more than that. The reason why I did just JVZoo is just to test it out. And I wasn't even trying hard. And by me not trying hard, I end up making like $317, for that fact. And I still got sales coming in, like 18, like right here, I got this payout. That's basically what can $18 do for you? You see what I'm saying? Like you can take that $10 and then make $18 from it and then reinvest it back in more, whether you want to reinvest it back in traffic or whatever you want to do with it. Go out to eat with it, do whatever you want to do with it, because basically you're going to end up making that money back if you follow the simple method and you do it consistently. So it's real easy. It's nothing hard. I made sure that I made it as easy as I can. Make sure that I made it as plain as day where you can understand it. And yes, like I said, if you follow it consistently, all you have to do is just follow what I tell you, and then you will see some results. All right. Resna I Create Williams. Click that link below. Go ahead and take action. Let me know if you did take action on it. I will give you my free $97 bonus on it. So, like I said, I want y'all to be successful with this, but I created this for the people who actually feel like they're struggling online. This is one of my first breakthroughs. One of what my sponsor taught me as well, and it was an easy breakthrough. So, and I still do videos to this day. Because of that, I'm passionate about making videos. That's why I try to do whatever I can do to make videos to help people. And I actually explain, certain values that people need to really take action on. So that's the reason why I'm promoting this. And I want to make sure that y'all get the right information that y'all need. So if you want to get into video marketing and you want to really learn how to be successful with it, and want to just put extra money in your pocket or pay some bills or go out to eat or do whatever you want to do, and you want to get into video marketing, this is where you need to go. So I'm telling you, this is real easy. If you got a phone or device, you can still do it with that. All you have to do is just follow these simple method that I teach you in this video, and you'll be successful at it. You'll get some results on it. So, Resident I Create Williams, y'all click that link below and take action. And once you take action, reach out to me so you can get my free $97 bonus. I'm telling y'all, it's only $10. It's a no-brainer. And I'm telling you, you will be successful again if you reach out and then try to take action and go ahead and, follow the steps that I show you. So, Resident I Create Williams, see you on the other side. Make plans for your life. Don't let life make plans for you. Peace out.